So, please take your space. Recollect how it is to arrive at yourself. And then sense your body, just go through it. How does my body react if I take some time to sense it? My hips, my legs, my feet, how does the chest react when I sense my legs? How does my head react when I sense my feet? And is it possible to completely relax in the sensations? Relax, one step backwards or forwards. And we just try to do it without any outer movements. I take a handful of time and carry it towards my heart. And I give this time to my heart. And I allow my heart to take time to receive it. And my heart feels my interest, how you are doing it. And then I just go through the body, downwards, feel my belly, my hips, the pelvis, the legs, the feet. How does my chest react, my shoulder blades? How much does my head like that I feel my feet? And then comes the exercise. Practice to relax in it. Completely let go. It's not you who have to hold yourself. Just relax and relax. But what we have experienced stays, but we relax in it. We are not building it up. We experience it's there, it is there anyway. And again, let go, even the feet. And practice letting go. Without losing anything of what is carrying you. And let go. Great. We have practiced in the 6-week seminar for the vegetative nervous system, the Venus gesture a lot. And the Venus gesture is one part of the gesture of the sun. And the Mercury gesture is the other one. So we repeat just quickly a little bit what are the essentials of the Venus gesture. And then from the Mercury gesture. Because the sun is the force out of which those two get birth. Huh? So sort of two one-sidednesses of the sun. And for this, we just start with our heart forces, with the sun. Just take your hands in a little bit of distance of the body and carefully approach your heart sphere. And ask your heart, dear little heart, how are you doing today? And just have interest. How your heart feels. And how it likes the interests of your hands to be questioned like that. And then just ask, dear little heart, may I enter? And your heart says yes. And then you notice that the heart is a quality of raying out in this direction. and then come back. It's like a candle which sends its light to all corners of your room. Yeah? And light doesn't need any energy, any force, it's just there. So there's the candle, and you use your fingertips to sense this rays of light. And you notice, oh, it's creating light. And then you return. And then you follow again. And like a candle, it does not lose its force to light. It's still on the table. The room becomes bright, but the candle on the table does not lose anything by enlightening the surroundings. Try to notice that your candle in your heart stays as bright as it was when you began to ray out. And that's the base of the sun gesture. Just this raying out in all directions. That's it. Yeah. And then let go and relax. What I didn't tell you now, but what you can easily experiment or experience is when you ray out, the rays go in all directions, also through the body downwards. And the body also reacts to the rays, going not only the fingertips follow the rays, but also the body senses them. And now we listen a little bit towards the Venus gesture. And they begin here. These are heart forces. And just have your left hand under the right hand when you listen towards your heart without really touching your chest. And then use your left arm to sense towards the earth. The connection from the Venus to the earth is just love and interest. And just try to make a sort of connection to the earthly forces by just turning the hand slightly, as if you would just gently stroke what's done there. And then let your arms, lift them a little bit, but just as a preparation that you have the feeling the forces of the earth carrying them up. And your interest, what's behind me, brings them back. And then you practice trust. I let go towards the depth again, in order to return to myself. And then the first phase begins again. The arms are carried up. You're not lifting them yourself. You turn your hands slightly to demonstrate interest, and this interest, what's there? Are there secrets behind me? And then again you let go. And in the other hand is the heart, in a way wants to connect with what's in front of you, with your fellow human beings here. The Venus. And when we now do these movements of the left arm connected with the earth, the heart in a way gives it away. What this arm listens, finds through listening, the Venus just wants to present it to others. So when the arm comes, slowly open your heart and just make this loving gesture, and then sense backwards and let go again. And when the arm rises, you notice maybe you become fuller and fuller yourself, and this wants to move through your arms towards, take this apple, and then when you let go, your arms is ready to receive again. Did you like it? Tell me, what do you really need? And then, in a way, the activity, the receiving activities in your left arm. And the right arm is the giving one. And now the right arm is the receiving an answer, carefully listening. In the left arm you see an outer movement. And in the right arm you sense an inner movement. And the left arm reaches the depths of the earth. And the heart reaches through the arm the depth of your fellow human beings. Through love, through the body, giving and listening and transforming. One outer movement here and a loving inner movement there. The Mercury gesture is connected with light. And here you have a movement from the right arm, just feeling towards the light, the stars above you, the many, many possibilities around you, your knowledge, what's there, the richness of the world, the colors, the pearls, diamonds, yeah, stars. It's a similar movement. You let go at your right side. But then it's maybe not only, it's an interest, but it's maybe a little more desire. Oh, so beautiful. Yeah? And this desire makes you rise, great, yeah? But you also want to connect it with your space behind. It's a spiritual interest. So you let go, you practice letting go, you leave heavens. You dare to go into the world because you see how beautiful it is. And you are kindled by it, and then you sense where you came from, and your consciousness behind there pulls your arm back. You don't have to lift it. You let go at your right side. Not behind, because it's about the world in front of you. You enter the world in front of you. And your higher being, in a way, really takes it in to grow from it. I am growing now. I give it to myself. I let go. And breathe. And Mercury is very much connected with centeredness also, and also with being able to manage well. Mercury is living in the world in front of us. It's the god of the thieves, which know there's too much, there's too little, and they try to correct where the money has to go to, and so on, or things. And they are in the matter aspect, and to rule over matter is one aspect of Mercury. And this connection to matter now with the left arm is very different from how it was with Venus. And you just use your left arm to really ray through this arm. Without any movement. You rule. It's like this. And everybody has to orientate itself or herself or himself along this direction of order, let's say this. And you feel it's going deep into the earth. And if somebody would come and would like to shake it, it's so, your thoughts, your trust in it makes it so strong, nobody could even move it. And it's long, long, long. And you receive, or you experience this power of this. It's not an arm, it's, yeah, also in yourself. And on the other hand, yes, through this connection, which also the connection is the earth can give you. And now you have this right arm, which in a way harvests things, connects with the space behind. Lets go and dives into the world in front of you with interest. And reports, or is called back to tell me what you saw from your space behind. And now you can try that in a way, then the left arm, you could try to let this one grow a little bit. And then coming back a little bit. So what in Venus was this loving gesture going out and in, this arm is not that. But there's no bandedness, no softness. It's just rain through and rain back. And with this, and really penetrating matter, in the era of Mercury, where we live in, it's about, we have to penetrate matter, then life can come into existence again. Yeah? And that's, we have to go to the eye through the eye of the needle in order to arrive at Venus at one time. That's Mercury. So just build it up through this heart arm, which is our only choice. Yeah? And we harvest the stars, the sensual world in front of us. We let go. And through this, we connect deeper with the earth. We use this connection above and we harden it to make a sword from it. On the other hand, the energy in our sword allows us to grow. And the letting go in the left arm, coming back, allows us to relax. But it's not a very comfortable life which you lead down there, despite of being such an enlightened being. And let go, breathe. And the sun is both of them. Or they are two aspects of the sun. So, the sun is the movement, just move this relaxed Venus gesture again. Listen towards the space behind, let go, and come up again. And then take the other arm, which starts in front. And it does this connectedness with the space behind, the forces of the light. And this letting go. And the left arm lets go into the depth. And the right arm gets interest in front. The left arm is carried by the earth. He has a different relation to the space behind. It really can enter behind. And then let go. And so try to have both movements at the same time. And the right arm only can deliver towards the space behind. And the left arm can penetrate into the space behind. And just try to have a sort of feeling how them two could relate. Now I have a similar movement at the same time, but when I began, I had not so clearly corresponding movements, and it was much richer. So if you move like I do now, maybe stop. Let go. And try another time to find a living relationship between those two sides, not only a mirroring one. Experiment. And if you are advanced even more, you can feel when you do this part of the sun gesture, also the Venus arm in front, And when you do this part of the sun gesture, to have the Mercury arm also in your awareness. Great. So please sit down and relax. How is it doing? To you. To your body. How different do your arms feel now? Compared to lightness and density. The left arm was so stiff in the end when we did the Mercury gesture. Does it feel so tight at the moment? Or is it not like this? How to experience your right arm? And then the right and the left part of your chest. And when you look at your lungs, how they seem to move, how you feel them to move. Is it symmetrically or different? Just allow yourself to go along with it for a short moment. And when you watch your thighs, your lower legs, your feet, how different do they live in your consciousness? And if you would have to describe your constitution now, how do you feel in general?